West London VR Series 4. 2 races down in October 2021, and we have a little review. We started with this one, the Runnymede Rumble. It was dead flat. You can see here going along the River Thames. It came out of Windsor, went along through past Runnymede, over the bridge at Staines, and then back through the reservoirs to Wraysbury, as you can see there. Now, this was flat. We weren't expecting anything other than a bunch sprint, so look out for that and see how it panned out. Last time we raced that course, it was a very, very big mass sprint at the finish. A good start, I think something like 89 riders on the start. It was the usual fast and furious getaway in one of these. You really need to pedal fast to get out of these. And here they go, and you see everybody on full gas. So the first 500 metres or so can be decisive for an individual if you don't make it onto the group. And you can see it's always a little bit sort of scraggly and disparate in that 500 metres, as everybody is just pedalling as hard as they can. But it tends to pull itself together, as I say, on about 500 metres. And you can see this all just beginning to come together. If you stay on the front too long, you don't get the effect of the draft, and the people behind you eventually catch up, and it concertinas into a bunch. Now, as I say, there was something like 89 riders starting, and we see Cader Illumi in this instance pushing out over 300 watts on a flat section near the beginning, and I think that gives you, heading towards 400 watts at times, and that gives you an indication of the power needed. But let's fast forward. This was flat, and we go to the last kilometre with Doug Hart broken away. With 1.3 kilometres to go, he sees the mighty peloton, another 48 riders chasing down on him. He's going to have to work very, very hard, and as I say, I think as we get into the last 500k, now we're going under the Flamme Rouge here, so 1 kilometre to go. Can he maintain it? I don't know. It's gone up to 29 metres. And Hedenham now is not having any of that, and if he moves, I think some of the others are going to move, and that's what will, I think, give Mr. Hart the difficulty, because they're not going to let both of them go. And you can see Francois is now ramping it up, and he's going for it. I think he's going to go for it. I think this is a couple of moon riders, three moon riders going off in the front. Wouter Clay's in the lead, and Scratch and Francois. Could this be a 1, 2, 3? This is a fantastic race. 500 metres to go. It takes a lot to hold this, but Wouter Clay's is an experienced rider at this level and could do it. And anyway, he's got a teammate behind him, Belgium and a German. This 250 metres to go. That's not a bad break. Is that James Melville coming up in the red and white kit there? Recognise that. And Southborough putting in a bit of Chris Morgan coming for it now. Jan Dekker's up here. Wouter Clay's has done it. Belgium take it. Moon Riders. And look at that, Southborough. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Whoa, well, look at that. I didn't quite catch the rest of the order. I saw one of the Southborough riders. I'm assuming it's probably Chris Morgan. Oh no, it's John Curry. And Ned Bowen in third place. Miles Askey fourth. Jan Dekker fifth. James Melville 6th, Chris Morgan for Southborough in 7th, Stone in 8th, the British rider, Scotch for Moon Riders, the German, Carlos Seller in 10th, and John Sammet in 11th. And here we have the classified first 20 results as the cameras watch the other riders coming home. As we said, a fantastic breakaway by Wouter Clay's in the last kilometre, an emphatic win. James Curry for Southborough. What a superb finish, and I think James is going to be one of the leaders in this competition. Ned Bowen, we expect him to be there. Mike Askew, well done for Moon Riders. That's first and fourth for Moon Riders. Jan Dekker in there as well for Ratio Racing. James Melville, Glasgow United. Chris Morgan, Will Stone, Daniel Schmutzer, German. Again, Moon Riders. So Moon Riders with 3 in the top 10, and that's going to put them high up the team classification. Carlos Seller, the man from Madrid, John Sammet from Staffordshire, Nick Greenhalgh from Ealing, Cader Illumi from the Midlands as well, UK, Jan Linden, Jonathan Crane from Alabama, Brian Vince, Mark Ramsbottom, Andrew Beale, fantastic result for Andrew, a friend of mine from Ealing again, Gerard Miller and Matthias Bergqvist, who I know too. So That will also be the lineup for the whole series, because obviously the race 1 results give you the race 1 standings. So that is about that for race 1. And just the formality of the confirmation on our own graphics of the top 10 there. Carlos Seller at 10th, Waterclose at 1st, and as we have already reported from the live stream, all the rest, no serious inquiries, they all finished as advertised. Turning to the team classifications, though we haven't given you these haven't been advertised. As suspected, Moon Riders with that emphatic finish, 3 in the top 10, ahead in first place from Ratio Racing, the reigning champions at the moment. Pokemotion coming in at 178, a good showing. In Glasgow United with just 2 riders, managing 4th already. We're delighted to have Watford Velo in. This is a strong club from Watford. They are a good club with a good reputation, already starting well, and Southborough on their heels as well. We'd love to see Southborough doing well. Moon Riders second team, and South Africa New Zealand team following up there. A couple of Westerly teams at the bottom, Team Cameron and the other Southborough teams. So quite a lot to play for, but Moon Riders emphatic in race 1. Let's see how this pans out in race 2. So without further ado, let's go over to Mike Lister for his commentary on race number 2.
Hello everybody, and welcome to this evening's coverage of the West London VR race. We're in season 4, it's race number 2, and we're coming to you live from RGT Cycling from West London, and we're in Uxbridge this week.
We joined the action in the last kilometre.
26 riders will contest the podium in 1 kilometre's time. Distance to go, it's ticking down. Riders are just biding their time. Oh, and there's Fadbull launching out the front. Malville trying to respond. Still 500 metres to go. As Bowen comes across then. Oh, he's gone past. 190 metres to go. They take the final bend. Can they hold on? 50 metres. And it's Bowen who takes the win. Ahead of Walter Clace. And then Curry. There's our final results. Ned Bowen taking the win ahead of Walter Clace. James Curry from Southborough District Wheelers coming in 3rd. Rasmus Fadbull and James Malville 4th and 5th. They tried to lead out the pack, but they were just caught in the last few hundred metres as Ned Bowen came past, timed it well, and then managed to power away all the way to the line. Carlos Seller in 6th, Nick Greenall in 7th, John Samu in 8th, Miles Askew in 9th for the Moon Riders, Kader Looney in 10th for Pokemotion.
Now, we all know that Series 3 was very, very tight, but Series 4 is not letting us down. James Curry, debutant, is he's tearing up trees here, isn't he? 197, he's in 3rd place, but only 2 points behind Wouter Claes, who's had an excellent start to this series. But look, the evergreen Ned Bowen in there, he really is the man to beat, I think. Once champion and once runners-up. James Melville, twice finished 3rd in the series, up there in contention too, alongside Mike Askew and the great Carlos Seller and John Sammet. Nick Granhalch, reigning champion, way down, but plenty of time to go. Kader Alumi and Jan Linden making up the top 10. So that is the individuals classification. What about the team classification? Now in Series 3, Ratio Racing were dominant, but find themselves in 4th place here. And there's been an onslaught. Moon Riders have been absolutely brilliant in this series so far. And Pokemotion are showing their might with a strong 2nd place. Glasgow United, you have to take your hat off to Alistair and James. Just 2 riders and they managed to finish near the top like that. But what a great start for Watford Velo. A great club from Hertfordshire, just outside London. A strong local club, Watford, and we're delighted to have them on board. Already steaming in with 5th and above Team Sands, who are a pretty good team. And our other favourite local club, Southborough, from down there in Kent. We're more than one team, they've got 3 teams, but the first team, Stingers, up there in 7th, in a very respectable position. So this is going to be a little bit exciting, I hope and predict.